Sylvester Stallone, the iconic actor known for his rugged roles and unbreakable spirit on screen, has always been a figure who embodies perseverance and triumph against the odds. His journey to fame is one of the most inspiring stories in Hollywood history, particularly tied to the creation and success of the film Rocky, which not only catapulted him to superstardom but also redefined what it means to fight for one's dreams. In a recent candid conversation, Stallone opened up about the complex feelings that arose when Rocky became a massive blockbuster, highlighting how success can bring both exhilaration and profound sadness. The story of Rocky begins with Stallone himself, a struggling actor in the 1970s who was determined to make his mark. He wrote the screenplay for Rocky in just a few days, inspired by real-life boxers and his own experiences of hardship. The film tells the tale of Rocky Balboa, an underdog boxer from Philadelphia who gets a once-in-a-lifetime shot at the heavyweight title. Stallone insisted on starring in the role himself, despite being virtually unknown at the time. Studios loved the script and saw its potential, but they wanted established stars like Burt Reynolds or Ryan O'Neal to play the lead. Offers poured in for the rights to the screenplay, starting modestly and escalating quickly. Stallone recounted how the bids kept rising, from an initial $20,000, climbing to $80,000, then $160,000 and eventually reaching $360,000. Adjusted for inflation, that final offer would be worth around $2.5 million today, a life-changing sum for someone who was broke and desperate. He had been turned down repeatedly in auditions, living in near poverty, and even had to sell his beloved dog because he couldn't afford to feed it. Yet, despite the temptation, Stallone turned down every offer that didn't include him as the star. "I couldn't do it," he reflected, emphasizing his unwavering belief in himself and the character he had created. His gamble paid off spectacularly. Rocky was released in 1976 and became the highest-grossing film of the year, earning over $225 million worldwide on a budget of just over $1 million. It resonated deeply with audiences, capturing the essence of the American dream and the human spirit's resilience. The film went on to win 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Director for John G. Avildsen, and Best Film Editing. Stallone himself was nominated for Best Actor and Best Original Screenplay, making him one of the few people in history to be nominated in both categories for the same film. But beneath the glory and accolades lay a more complicated emotional landscape. Stallone described the moment of triumph as volcanic, an explosive eruption of joy and validation after years of rejection. Winning those Oscars was a pinnacle achievement, a vindication of his stubborn refusal to compromise. However, it was quickly followed by a deep sadness. He explained that success highlighted the fractures in personal relationships. People who had doubted him, denied him support, or turned away during his struggles suddenly wanted to be part of his world. Inviting them to share in the glory, like attending the Oscars, became painful when they declined or showed indifference. This realization struck Stallone hard. No matter how high you climb, some wounds from the past don't heal. The people you most want to prove wrong or share your success with may never fully acknowledge it. It's a bittersweet truth about fame. While the world celebrates you, the personal connections that mattered most might remain strained or broken. Stallone's reflection touches on a universal theme. Success amplifies both the highs and the lows of life. It brings adoration from millions but can also isolate you from those closest to you. Throughout his career, Stallone has built on the Rocky legacy, creating a franchise that spans decades, including the beloved Creed spin-offs. He has starred in other action classics like Rambo and The Expendables, becoming synonymous with tough, heroic characters. Yet, his openness about the emotional toll of stardom humanizes him. It reminds us that behind the muscles and the macho image is a man who experienced profound vulnerability. Stallone's story is a testament to the power of self-belief. By holding out for his vision, he not only achieved fame but also inspired countless others to pursue their passions relentlessly. However, his words serve as a cautionary note. Stardom isn't a fairy tale ending. It's a mixed bag of emotions where triumph and loneliness often coexist. In sharing these insights, Stallone continues to connect with fans on a deeper level, proving that even legends grapple with the complexities of success. The impact of Rocky extends far beyond box office numbers. It influenced sports films, motivated athletes, and became a cultural touchstone. Stallone has often spoken about how the character of Rocky Balboa mirrors his own life. Both are fighters who refuse to stay down. But in this reflection, he peels back the layers to show the personal cost. The volcanic moment of achievement fading into sadness underscores that true fulfillment comes from within, not external validation. As Stallone ages gracefully into his later career, taking on roles that reflect wisdom and reflection, his honesty about these mixed emotions endears him even more to audiences. He has faced health challenges, family dynamics in the public eye, and the pressures of maintaining relevance in Hollywood. Yet he persists, much like his on-screen alter ego. In essence, Sylvester Stallone's journey with Rocky and stardom illustrates that great success is rarely uncomplicated. It's a blend of exhilaration from overcoming obstacles and melancholy from realizing some relationships can't be mended by fame. His refusal to sell out, his ultimate victory, and his candid admission of the emotional aftermath make his story enduringly powerful. Stallone doesn't just act the part of a hero, he has lived it with all its joys and sorrows. This reflection comes at a time when Stallone is still active in the industry, involved in projects that honor his legacy while exploring new territories. It serves as a reminder that behind every blockbuster success is a human story filled with nuance. Fans appreciate his vulnerability because it makes his achievements feel more attainable, proof that even icons face doubts and heartaches. Stallone's words resonate because they echo a truth many experience in their own lives, albeit on a smaller scale. Reaching a goal can reveal unexpected voids. Whether in career milestones or personal accomplishments, the peak often brings introspection about what's truly important. For Stallone, that meant accepting that some things like mending past denials remain out of reach. Over the years, Stallone has expanded the Rocky universe, writing and directing several sequels, each building on themes of redemption and perseverance. The franchise has grossed billions and introduced new generations to the character. Collaborations with younger actors in Creed have allowed him to pass the torch while staying involved. His career highs include multiple action hero roles that defined a genre, but Rocky remains the cornerstone. The mixed emotions he describes add depth to his public persona, showing a sensitive side beneath the tough exterior.